Welcome to Founders Future, a podcast powered by Closers.io, where we dive into the journeys of innovative entrepreneurs and explore the road ahead for them and their companies. I'm your host, Ammar Elm, and in each episode, we uncover the stories behind impactful ventures, the challenges faced along the way, and the strategies driving their future growth. Today, we are absolutely thrilled to be joined by Great Akudo, the founder and CEO of Moniphy, a revolutionary platform helping communities build wealth together. Focused on blending behavioral science, cultural identity, and community engagement, Monify is on a mission to transform the way individuals interact with personal finance. Great brings a global perspective and extensive experience in leadership, communications, and innovation to his work in the FinTech and Web3 space. Great. Welcome to Founders Future.
Thank you for having me, man. I'm a little nervous, but
It's all good, man. I'm
that's a good
excited
thing.
to dive in. I always like to start from the beginning. So, can you take us on a little trip down memory lane to
Right.
before you started Modify? What were you doing at the time? And then what was really the motivation behind starting the company?
Okay. That's a great question, actually. And I'm not meaning that as a normal, that's a great question thing. That's a great question because people want to know. I was an insurance agent for probably 5 years, 6 years. And we had a problem because our insurance was focused on the commercial aspect. So my business partner at the time and we would try to get businesses to sign a particular type of insurance package. And most of them would complain they don't have enough funds to dish out or designate to get in the insurance. So after a while, it was actually my friend's idea. He said, maybe we should, you know what we should do? We should try to work in their credit. And then when working the credit and working the business credit, and then try to get them funding, and then they can now afford
Insurance.
the funding. Yeah, the insurance. So we started with personal credit,
Okay.
and then graduated to doing business credit for them,
Okay.
and then graduated to doing getting them some kind of credit line, and then we were completely we didn't understand the funding industry at all. So that was like an eye opener for us at the time. So when we started delving into it, we started seeing more categories of funding for businesses. And personally, I was more drawn to it than my business partner. My business partner was okay with it at the time, but I was more drawn to it seriously. And so I started reading up about it, researching on it, told him, hey, man, I think we should focus more on that actually. Let's forget about the personal credit building. Let's forget about the business credit building. Those are great, but let's do more of the business funding. And then we started doing more of the business funding and it started growing. And we just dropped the insurance thing, man. It was making us money. That's where it led me to the specific part of funding that I do because in the funding industry, there are different categories, which we can get into. But the specific part that I do is called MCA loans. So, yeah, that's the summary of the whole thing, how I got to it.
Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you sharing that. You said MCA loans.
Yeah, MCA loans. MCA stands for Merchant Cash Advance. But I
Okay.
also do the credit lines as well. And
Okay.
yeah, basically those two.
Okay, let's dive into that to give the listeners a little bit more context into Monify specifically. Let's
Mhm.
start off with who would you say is your ideal customer? And then from there, what are the different offers and services that you provide?
They're not different offers per se, but my ideal customers would be businesses that need money quick, short term funding quick for things like payroll, things like equipment. They don't need long term funding. They're not, in other words, they don't care too much about the interest rate.
Yeah.
Those are my ideal clients because if they care about the interest rate that we provide, it's high. Yeah, and we don't even call it interest rate. We call it factor rate. So those clients that are in need of capital right now. They need it right now. They don't care about it. They just need the convenience of it because it can be provided to them in 24 to 72 hours. In fact, sometimes the same day. So those
Wow.
conveniences come with the price
Of course.
attributed to it. Yeah. So those are my ideal
Got it.
clients. Yes.
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. Very targeted. So
Yes.
it sounds like they need it for stuff like payroll, for maybe inventory, and I'm sure a wide variety of different reasons why they would need something like this. I
Right.
guess for you, from a business perspective, where does the model come in? Is it like what a mortgage broker does when they get a fee of the loan amount? Or how does that work for you?
Yeah, because we're right now we are still at the basis of the consultant level. There are different levels, obviously. So, well, you start off obviously being a novice, you get customers, you get paid, then you can graduate, you get some money, you graduate to where you syndicate the funding. Syndication means you bring part of the money and the direct lender or the hedge fund provides a portion of the money. They provide majority of the portion of the money. You bring a portion too. So that's called syndication. But then when you start making enough money, you want to convert your business to become a hedge fund itself. Then that's where the real money's at. So I'm still with the syndication level. We started just basically bringing in money or bringing in clients, getting them funded, right? And then as you make them more money, you syndicate it with the hedge fund. And then my next step would be definitely by God's grace, my next step would be having a hedge fund. But yeah, that's how it works.
Nice, man. You
Yeah.
mentioned something about consulting. Where does
Yes.
that play into this equation? Are you're consulting these businesses? If so, what are you consulting them with specifically? Walk me through that.
Yeah, yeah. The basic thing, the beautiful thing I love about it is it's not too much of technicalities involved. We just need to know if they qualify because a lot of people want funding, right? A lot of people want money or capital for their business, but you'd be surprised majority of them don't qualify. Especially in this particular type of funding, we need to make sure they bring in a certain amount of revenue per month. So we check their bank records to make sure they're bringing a certain amount of money, and that's where the consulting part comes in.
I see.
Uh, and we need to make sure they've been in business for at least 3 to 6 months.
Got it. Yeah,
We
yeah, yeah.
don't care about their tax return. We don't care too much about their credit score. So that's the beautiful thing of this type of funding. However, because of the convenience of it, that they got to get the money that day or in the next 2 days, the factor rate is usually higher than typical.
Got it. But they're not actually paying you for this consulting.
Okay, no, they don't
Oh,
pay me at all. No,
I,
if I want them to pay me, I could do that. But majority of the people that do this don't even charge because we make
yeah.
enough money on the back end.
Yeah. So explain that to the listeners a little bit more. When you say you make the money on the back end, once the
Right.
loan gets approved, you get a
Mhm.
percentage of that? Is that how that works?
Yes.
Got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. When I say it's a factor rate, it means that I'm thinking of the best, most simple way to explain it. So we charge 10 points up to 15 points, meaning that for every for every 100,000, they pay $5,000 back. Like if it's a 15 point that we're charging them. So it varies though. So it can vary from 1.1 up
Yep.
to 15. Some people can go higher, but that's crazy. If you find anyone going higher than that, do not do it because that's super expensive.
Yeah.
So for every 100,000, they'll pay $5,000 back. In other words, so
Oh,
that's where we get paid. From that money, we get paid. Now, the other thing that I didn't mention that I need to mention that they need to have in mind is the payback. So we call it the term of a loan is the time it takes to pay it back.
yeah.
So the term is a lot stringent than if you again the money from the bank, from the traditional, not just the bank, traditional methods like banks or SBAs. Those can go up to 30 years, depending. It could go up to 30 years, but this type of funding can go up to 24 months. Tops that I've seen is like 4 years, but that's very rare. The reason is rare is because When you break down the amount they borrow and the amount they're paying back within the term,
Yeah.
it's usually a high amount. And the deductions of the loans could be like weekly or bi-weekly or monthly. So it could be a little higher. If they prove themselves to become good clients of ours, because we do have clients that come back, then they can extend the term of the loan. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect
Okay.
sense. I'm getting a good grasp of this. So it sounds like to me, part of this business model is getting as many leads in through the door.
Always.
Yeah. So
Yes.
what does that process currently look like for you when it comes to generating more leads? What are you doing currently?
Currently, yeah. Specifically, currently, what I do is cold email marketing and Facebook ads. Yes.
Okay.
But initially, what I started with was local businesses, go door to door. You'd be surprised how many local businesses of yours need funding fast. Now, the key word there is fast. They all need funding, but the key word is fast. I just went door to door. I went with the actual application door to door, told them what it is, like restaurants or salons, barbershops, things like that. They will say, "Hey, yeah, I need 10,000 today or whatever." But they don't qualify the same day. They will qualify like maybe 2 days later because they're new to this. We need to check their
Yeah. No,
plans.
that makes perfect sense. Very
Yeah.
interesting. So cold
Yes.
email, Facebook ads,
Yes.
do you
Right
find
now.
to be the most effective?
Yeah, they're the most effective. Yeah.
Which of those two do you find to be the most effective?
I would say Facebook. Facebook would be the most effective, but it's more expensive than cold email leads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And walk me through that funnel. Is that lead funnel where it's like hey, if you need cash quick and you XYZ, call us or book a call or something like that. What does that funnel look like?
Yeah, that could be one of it. Yeah, but usually it's you highlight the pain points. Okay, you guys need the money right now to pay your payroll. We can get you the money right now. That kind of pitch.
But it's a video where it's your face or
Oh yeah, we do a
fire.
combination, a
Fire.
video or a still image. Yes.
Yeah, because I could see how that's perfect. If it's like a
Yeah.
60-second ad, boom, book a call, go from there.
They don't have to book a call.
Okay, what do they
They
have to do?
don't have to book a call, actually. They just have to. We send them to the page where they enter in their information and then we call them. That's it. We call them and say, okay, based on this information, because most of them, the information we have will already qualify them. That,
I
yeah,
see.
yeah,
So you're
this
not
person is already
your time.
qualified. This person don't even
Yeah,
waste your time calling this person.
I
They're
see.
bringing in less money. They've not been in business long enough.
Got it.
So
When
it's
it
not
comes
even a
to,
big deal.
yeah, that makes perfect sense. When it comes to the cold email, I hear a lot of people nowadays are implementing some sort of AI personalization or some
Yes.
AI automation. Like they'll use a platform like Clay, connect it
Yeah.
with Gemini, and then from there, Gemini will.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I know, I know you have a sales company. Closers is a sales company. You probably know more of that than me. I've not used that part though. That's good.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We're a sales, marketing, and recruiting consultancy. So basically, we
Yes.
work with coaches, consultants, and agencies, helping them scale 7, 8, 9 figures and beyond.
Oh, wow.
Um, but yeah, man, that's something I would recommend you look into
I'll
because
definitely look into
a
it.
lot of
Yeah.
people are having success. Basically, you use a platform like make.com, and
Make.com. I've heard of it.
make.com is an AI automation platform. Think of it as glue.
Okay.
Basically, it's the glue that will connect a bunch of different tools. So you
Okay.
can take clay.com, which is basically a way to get a bunch of emails,
Okay.
to get more personalized, which is super cool. Then you
Okay.
connect that to Gemini. Gemini will put together the personalized emails,
Really?
connect it. Yeah. Obviously, you have to train it, but
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and then from there, it gets connected to whatever cold email platform you use to send
Okay.
it out. It's very cool. I think it would like drastically increase your cold email response rate.
Okay. I will definitely take a look at that. Okay. We
Yeah.
use Mail Scale and Smart Lead AI is what we
Yeah,
use.
smartlead.ai is a good one.
It's a
Instantly.
good one.
There's a lot of good ones out there.
So
Uh,
Make is what is this other company that
any
you said he merges them together? What's this other company's name?
N8N?
No. Oh, whoa. I've heard of that one too, but that's not what I'm thinking. It's not an AI company. Z, what's it called with a Z?
Zapier. Zapier.
Okay, Zapier. So is it like Zapier?
Zapier is very similar. Zapier is slightly more
Okay.
expensive, and
Oh,
Make is just way easier to use. And I think
really?
it has more use
Capabilities.
capabilities is the perfect word. Yes.
Okay, okay. I'll definitely take a look at that, man, for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad I could be of value.
Yeah, hey, we learn every day, I'm telling you.
You go. Walk me through when
Yes.
you think of your vision. Let's say, obviously, it sounds like the ultimate goal is to get to the hedge fund level.
You already know. Yeah,
But when you
that
think,
is the goal.
let's make it happen, bro. When you think over the next 12 to 24 months,
Yes.
are there any,
Oh man, doing that in the next 24. No, I don't know. It's
yeah,
possible. Go ahead. You want to finish something? Sorry.
yeah, I was gonna say, are there any specific revenue targets or performance targets you're aiming towards over the next 12 to 24 months?
That's a very good question. Targets. I want to have at least because this business is so you could do it so hands free, right? You don't need much of people to do it with you, especially now with AI, right? You set things automated and it just run for you. But I want to get at least four solid managers
Nice.
that can handle themselves, bring in enough money for themselves, and then I can consider. The reason I'm saying that is because the model for hedge funding is a managerial
Yeah.
type of business model. So the
Yep.
hedge fund manager, you heard the term hedge fund manager, right?
Sure.
Okay, is because they know how to manage money and designate, okay, we're going to buy this 10 units or whatever it is. And then they get a portion of the profit. If they don't make money, he doesn't make money. That's the thing about hedge funding. So now the reason I'm saying I want at least four managers, which I'm not yet there, is I want to be able to know how to manage them as they manage themselves and other things that I want them to manage. And then I can be confident enough to say, you know what, we need to get more investors because that's the way it operates with hedge funding. You get investors, put in the money, pool in a pool, and then you do your thing with the money, right? So that's my goal in the next 12 to 24 months. If I get it sooner than that, then yeah. Again, the
Yeah.
hedge fund baby,
That's
50
powerful.
mil. Oh
What
yeah.
what do you feel like is the biggest challenge or the biggest need that you have right now to getting to that level?
The biggest challenge, one of it is me deciding to start hiring that because I'm so comfortable right now
Yeah.
to start hiring for that.
Yeah, that makes
I
perfect sense.
haven't had the pressure to get there and start hiring those type of managers and test it out. I would say that's my biggest challenge. Plus, I actually do have a marketing agency that I'm trying to convert into AI more than the traditional marketing agency.
Mhm.
Not SaaS though, but like web design, video
Mhm.
editing, because our marketing agency right now just focuses more on video editing. And
Got it.
then we can do web designs, we can do Facebook marketing for them, but our focus is video editing. So I'm trying to see a way where I can convert it to an AI agency.
Yeah, I'm
That's
super.
also, uh-huh.
That's super cool, by the way. I'm super curious. Why do you want to build the marketing slash AI agency instead of just focusing 100% on this?
On Monify,
Yeah,
because I told you Monify is not too demanding.
got it.
It's either the one that's the difference between the service of funding that I operate and the funding of a digital marketing agency. When I have a digital marketing agency, I have to convince them that they need my service and that my price has to be palatable to them, right?
Hmm.
Whereas with the funding, they qualify or they don't qualify.
Yeah.
They want the only thing left is they like me to do business with me. That's it. So I have to be likable. So it's not really much of a struggle to do it and run it. it could be a little bit of a struggle to scale it to the top notch level, but I'm not too much in a pressure to go kill myself and do that yet.
Got it.
I want to start building both of them simultaneously. It's not too hard, if I would say.
Got
That's
it.
why. But if it were, I'll if I were to choose, right, I'll just do Monify. If I saw that this one is interrupting my Monify, now I'm keeping it because
I see.
I'll rather do the Monify. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So if you were to think of your goal for the AI slash marketing agency, would that be over the next 12 months?
That's what I'm working on to make
Okay.
it possible within 12 months for sure.
What do you mean possible?
That's a good question. What possible? Oh man. I'm trying to make sure that within the next 12 months, my the marketing agency I run right now would be converted fully to an AI. I don't want to, and you know how we say AI is a gold rush, right? I don't want to be caught up too much on that, but I want to understand it enough where I'm not shaking when I'm asked about it and things like that. So
Mhm.
I'm learning in the process right now. I'm learning everything I can about the AI sphere, not rushing to do this and do that and do this. And I'm still running my business the way I run my business, video editing, while I learn it. But the way I'm seeing it, I see that it's very feasible.
Yes,
That within the 12 months I can get it done.
I completely agree. So it sounds like right now you're not looking to aggressively scale that. You're looking to learn the process over the next 12 months so that
Yes.
you can truly provide value to your clients.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
I love
sir.
that. That's very exciting.
Yes, sir. And
Talk
you
to me.
guys are delving in, you guys delve into AI as well?
We've actually worked with a lot of AI automation agencies more recently. And
Oh, really?
yeah,
Okay.
we obviously don't teach them the AI.
Okay.
We because that's something that's their focus. We
Right.
show them how do you get more clients and how do you close more clients and build the right systems to make it predictable where they can get to 100K a month, a million a month. You know,
Wow.
that's what they.
Really?
Yeah, we scaled from 0 to 30 million in 26 months. So it was
My man.
we know a thing or two
Okay.
about how to do that.
I
Yeah,
like that. That's interesting, my man. I need to definitely invite you on my own pod so you can talk more about this. This is
yeah,
interesting to me.
I would love to, bro. I would love to. Yeah,
Okay.
let me ask you this. If you
Yeah.
were giving advice to people that are thinking about getting into the MCA loan industry.
Yes.
They're just starting off, they're interested in it, and they want to get started in 2025. What are some pieces of advice that you could give them to really hit the ground running?
Man, I never thought in 100 years that I will be asked that question because I watch entrepreneurs and I see that question asked to them, and I've never really thought of it being asked to me, right? Because it's easier to say, what you got to do is A, B, C, D. Okay, let me just say it on my own experience, which I can only say. What you should do is go, if you're serious, because you have to be serious with this one. Of course, you have to be serious with everything, but this one, you got to be serious. If you're serious, make sure that you're not shy enough to step into a local business.
Mm,
Start with a local business. Unless you have enough money, if you have enough money to run ads,
yeah,
I'll recommend you start with running ads. If you don't have enough money to run ads,
yeah,
I'll recommend the leg work, the sweat equity.
got it.
You build more relationships actually with the sweat equity because they will tell their friends, they'll tell their friends. When you get one person funded,
Yeah,
it's over. So that's what I'll recommend to be realistic.
awesome. I appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
what's the best way for people to reach out to you?
Yeah, you can reach out to me. My number, you can text me if you have any questions about it. It's 210-900-3706. Or you can email me at my name is Great actually, GREAT at monify.com. So MONIPHY.com.
What a great name.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, my man.
Well,
Everybody
great.
says
Thank
that. It's
you.
my mom that named me
Yeah.
that. So
Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you so much for having me. And remember, I want to get you on my pod as well. So let's
Yeah, hit
talk.
me up, man. You know how to reach me.
I'll reach you then. All right.
So
Thank you. Have a
that
wonderful
wraps
day.
up
I'm
anytime.
sorry?
No worries. I'm just wrapping up here.
Okay.
That wraps up another insightful episode of Founders Future. To our listeners, if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to connect with Great. He gave you his contact information. Check out Moniphy. And if you're inspired by today's conversation, don't forget to subscribe wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And if you're looking to scale your business and really enhance your sales and marketing efforts, visit closers.io to discover how we can support your growth journey. Until then, keep on climbing.